Hello everyone. Let's look at today's daily Leetcode problem 3349 adjacent increasing subarrays detection part 1. Before starting this problem, we shall have a small motivational quote. To really learn, you have to try something challenging. You have to move away from comfort zone, and when you try something new, you will probably fail, but these will give you lot more learnings or findings even if you do not achieve the expected things. You do not achieve the expected things. So, yeah. Okay, so let's go through the problem statement. Given an array nums of n integers and an integer k, determine whether there exist two adjacent subarrays of length k such that both subarrays are strictly increasing. Specifically, check if there are two subarrays starting at index a and b where such that a is less than b, where both subarrays nums of a plus k minus 1 and b plus k minus are strictly increasing. The subarrays must be adjacent, meaning a plus k, right? B should be after a plus k items. Return true if it is possible to find two such subarrays, else false otherwise. Okay, so let's understand this example. So if we see here, this is the nums array of length n and k is equals to 3. So we need to find uh, adjacent subarrays such that they have length of 3 and a should be less than b, or the index of the first subarray should be less than the index of second subarray. Okay, so here if you see, this is constantly increasing all the way up here to 5 7 and 8 9, right? So let's say it is increasing till here, again it increases here, and this is the last point. So we can say this is the bth index and this can be an a index, but since we want it to be adjacent, this would make it somewhere around here, and this is equals to a plus k. Okay, so similarly here we cannot form adjacent to strictly increasing subarrays which are adjacent, so we return false. So if you think closely, it should be a pretty easy problem to solve. So the idea that we can come up is, maybe we iterate through all the elements. Thought process of for solving this problem will be iterate through all the elements, and if so nums of I is greater than nums of I minus 1, then we increase a counter called current. So let's say we start, this would be current at 1 and previous, which would be initially at 0, right? So these would be the two pointers. Say this would give us the previous increasing count, right? And with this if statement, we are constantly increasing the uh, length of uh, length of the array such that it is strictly increasing. This points uh, the value to be strictly increasing. And if and else, if this doesn't satisfy, then we set current back to 1, and also we set the previous value to current. And with all these done, we should check if current is equals to greater than or equal to k, and also previous is greater than or equal to k, if both of them are equal, or let's say if current is equals to k times 2, which means current is already a good array which can be split up into two parts of k, then we can simply say this is return, this is a good pair, else return false. So I will quickly code this up. I hope you followed all these set of conditions. If you understand these set of conditions, or maybe if you come up with this thought process, it would be an easy problem to solve. Okay, let me go to the Leetcode editor and quickly solve this problem. Okay, and this would be our last check where we are checking if current value is greater than or equal to k, and also the previous pointer has value greater than or equal to k. This is one condition which would already satisfy the problem requirement, else we are checking if this is the case, we return true, and finally we return false. Okay, so this should solve the problem. And time and space complexity of the solution. As time complexity is often, as we have one for loop, and space complexity is 1, as we do not have any variable uh, memory allocation. Okay, this should solve the problem. Let's see if we can submit this. Okay, as you can see, the problem gets submitted. Hope you found this video helpful. Please do like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.